It's only been a few days since I shared the Incendiary Shot build, and since then I've made two very important changes that have taken the build to a whole new level. It's no longer just a fun, decent build that uses an unpopular skill, it legitimately feels really powerful and more fun to play than ever. The first and most obvious update that I actually mentioned I'd be trying out last time is the Deepest Tower unique that makes enemies in your presence count as being on low life. I was finally able to afford one and made some changes to the talent tree to facilitate it, mainly picking up all of the low life nodes and adding some presence area of effect. Without these, the AoE is tiny, but once you pick them up and take hulking form, which I can now safely take because I have some better gear, this area extends all the way out here, which is plenty for Incendiary Shot. These relatively small changes dramatically improve the overall damage of the build, and I think this unique is a major priority to strive for. An unexpected, though very welcome improvement to the build came from experimenting with the Acceleration Support gem, which provides 40% more projectile speed. Something I noticed a while ago during the Trial of Chaos was how a debuff of minus 50% projectile speed made my Incendiary Shot range tiny, and the skill suddenly felt pretty much useless. This got me thinking that adding projectile speed would have the opposite effect, which it does. It seems that Incendiary Shot exists for about 15 frames, so a quarter of a second. This means by adding projectile speed, we can effectively increase its range by making it travel further during that window. That's nice and all, but why is this helpful? Well, fragments from Incendiary Shot can combine their damage when hitting the same target. The extra speed makes it more likely that more fragments combine when hitting targets that aren't standing directly in front of your face. This is a huge boost to damage and means we can kill packs from much further away than before, which results in faster clear and makes things much safer for us. The forked and chained projectiles also travel much further than before, so they reach more targets than ever. And something that's not so easily measured yet is very important to me is how fun and satisfying it feels to use. Incendiary Shot already scored highly in this department, and added projectile speed makes it feel so much more responsive and devastating, like it really packs a huge punch. I decided to remove the martial tempo support in favor of acceleration, which does lower the attack speed a fair bit. The trade-off is totally worth it though. You may be firing fewer shots overall, but each shot feels so much more rewarding and impactful. If you would like to support me, please consider trying out the demo for my new game Polyglock on Steam and slapping it on your wishlist, and checking out the Clawmate mouse mod and gaming sleeves I created over at struthgaminggear.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.